and you will never tune in. Tune in.
You know what it is.
My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah.
Straight up.
What's up, everybody? Good afternoon on a Sunday. Where I'm at, kind of dreary day, raining outside, but that don't stop us from making them picks. So, without further ado, let's get to. We got a whole slate of games here for the MLB today. All right, so we're gonna start it off today. First game on the slate. Got my Pirates. Oh man, hey, you know, outside of betting, man, I wish they would just win the game, but can't have that happen today. But coming today, Pirates versus Yankees. Yeah, Yankees been thrashing in the last two games. I believe it's the last game out of the 3-game series. Of course, there's a 51% chance for the Yankees to win today. Plus 1.5, they're giving the Pirates, of course, on the run line. Over under for the total runs is 9. Pitching today for both teams with the Yankees, Will Warren, ERA 3.60 with 1.00. Andrew Heaney for the Pirates, ERA is a 1.80 and the whip's 1.00. I'm guessing probably why the winning percentage is like kind of low for the Yankees because the pitcher for Andrew Heaney. When you factor in a whip and ERA with him is really, really low. Sound like one of the better pitchers you will find in the league. So maybe that's why. But I don't know, either way, I went with straight money line for the Yankees. Don't know how it's going to play because normally the last game, you figure a team like the Pirates might give it their all. They might get a little luck on their side, but I don't see them pulling this out. So I just took the Yankees money line. We'll be surprised if it's another blowout again. Yankees just too powerful. The bats and everything are using just too much for the Pirates. So yeah, taking the Yankees money line. Really nothing else to really read on this one. You can look at the lineups. It's really snow match. So yeah, Yankees money line. Whatever else you want to do with it, go ahead. But I don't see the Pirates pulling out this one. I think they get this game over with. They'll take their L and move on to the next series. So next game, I should say, for them. Next game for us, though, we got on the slate. We got the Dodgers and the Phillies. Phillies coming in plus 1.5 on the run line. Over and under total runs is 7.5. Everybody's leaning towards the Dodgers for this win. They did win yesterday, so they think they could probably get 2 in a row and get up out of Philly on a 2-1 record against them. Pitchers today for both teams. Tyler Glass now. For the Dodgers, ERA 0.00. Whip is 1.00. Going to get Sanchez. ERA is another 0.00. Whip is 1.13. Yeah, this is one of the better series because all these, if you're familiar with MLB, they got a lot of players, a lot of names, a lot of good bats for both sides. But yeah, this one right here, the pitching is really, really edge on. So if you're basing it on pitching, this is gonna be one of them games. You're like, jeez, I could see the under. Under would be definitely a good choice. I mean, like I'll tell everybody, if you know about the whips and ERAs, when you see in both pitchers are zero, flat zero for ERA for both pitchers, and the whips is really 1.0, it's gonna be some sensational. I know, yeah, you talk about the dugout, but by that time coming in, like I said yesterday, a lot of these pitchers are staying in for like good 6-7 innings. So yeah, it could happen where it'd be a low scoring game, 7.5 between both. That sound right because I think the Dodgers won 3-2 yesterday, and before that I think it was 4-1. So low scoring on both. So that wouldn't be a bad pick. But for me, that's on my actual slot. That's on my parlay. Mookie Betts hits, runs, and RBIs over 1.5. I think he can get the job done. You know how he puts it down and. Yeah, the Dodgers got him all, but his bat definitely cracks. Definitely he gets on base for sure. So I like that over 1.5. I caught that today. That's my play for my parlay pick. But if you looking for a winner, I think the Dodgers can get out here with a win and go back to the West Coast and be satisfied with a 2-1 against them. Of course, they gave them their first loss for the season. So yeah, I can see that happening. But yeah, my for sure bet, Mookie Betts hits, runs, RBIs over 1.5. To the next game. What a shocker yesterday. And I did call it too. I told everybody, I said, yo, if you don't take the under, I said the Marlins could probably win this one. And what lo and behold, shut them out for nothing. The Braves, I still can't believe the record is 1-8 now. They dropped 2 for the season. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it could be problems in the locker room. That's what I'm guessing because there's no way with the lineup they have and the players they possess that they're 1-8 right now in the season. Not a good look. Of course, they're leaning toward the Braves, 66% chance to win. It's the Marlins are going against, and the Marlins are actually 5-4. Like these dudes are really above 500 still, so I'm surprised. But nonetheless, pitching today for both teams. Alcantara for the Marlins, ERA 3.72, going and his WHIP, is 0.93. Grant Holmes for the Braves, ERA 7.20, WHIP 1.60. And you know what? Sometimes when people bet, they go back and forth like, oh, this can happen, that can happen, this can happen. You know what I'm going to do? And I'm really confident about this. I went Marlins money line. Like, why couldn't they get 2 in a row? I think this team is confident now. They're actually getting wins early in the season. That does a lot for your team, like building the confidence, like, hey, we can do this. They got one of the better pitchers pitching right now. So that could be a help and boost to them and beat I don't know this disorganized Brave squad. Like I said, I don't know what's wrong with them, but I can see them drop another one at home against the Marlins. So I'm taking the Marlins money line. I know y'all might not want to risk that, but trust and believe. I think they could pull off 2 in a row against them and head on out of there up again. So they're going to the National League. They're knocking out the Pirates. They knocked us off. Now I feel like they're about to knock the Braves off and beat both teams that should be credible enough and beat both teams, back-to-back series. That's crazy. So yeah, money Marlins money line, that's what I'm going with. That's on my actual slip. To the next game. We got the Diamondbacks versus the Nationals. Yeah. Nationals pulled that off yesterday. But today, they're leaning towards the Diamondbacks to get this victory. Plus, when they have, of course, going to the Nationals, they have no data on the pitcher. There was no pitcher announced yet, so didn't get no data for that or who's pitching. For the Diamondbacks, we got Corbin Burns, ERA 4.15, WHIP 1.62. There's no way I can see the Diamondbacks lose against the Nationals again today. I think they go down there in DC, get them out the park. So I took a money line. There's no other way to read it. I just can't see that happening. There's no way. The Nationals, I think, is 2-7 on the year. Yeah, Arizona going to get done with them and get up out of there and maintain that victory. So yeah, go with me, follow me, tell me Diamondbacks money line. To the next game. Now, when I read this, it was postponed. So I don't know if they or not postponed. I'm sorry, it was potential or whatever. And this is the Cardinals and Red Sox. So I don't know what the status of that game is. So I didn't do it. So I don't want to give up no bets and then let's say you do a parlay and that voids your bets and then your potential win. Let's say win $1,000 turns down to 400 because that game or however you bet it. So I went past that one. So here we are. Next game: White Sox versus the Tigers. Tigers 59% chance to win. This could be the series sweep right here. So probably got them doing that. The White Sox plus 1.5 on a run line. Martin Perez and Jackson Jobe, the pitchers. Martin Perez for the White Sox, ERA 0.00, WHIP 0.50. Going against Job, ERA 6.75, WHIP 1.75. Didn't find a winner on this one, so if you want to do anything, I would maybe go too basic with Riley Green. He has 24 in a year, so you want to press your chances and get some value. I found value in that. For a winner, I don't see how the Tigers wouldn't sweep them, but you never know. Sundays, any given Sunday, as they'll say. So, yeah, if you want to look for something safe, player prop 2 bases, Riley Green. To the next game. Blue Jays versus the Mets. The Mets, another team I believe is trying to go for the sweep to get up out of here, or sweep at home, I should say, against the Blue Jays. Both pitching today. Bowder Francis, ERA 3.00, WHIP 0.83. Going against Peterson, ERA 3.00, WHIP 1.33. This one right here, I just went with the under. I mean, if you got, pretty good pitching based off the WHIP, I'm going with. I can see it being a game under 3-4, 4-2 type game today. I don't see a lot of hitters, so I took the under, and that's on my actual slip. So yeah, I'm going with the under. Really not much really to read. Yeah, it should be some good pitching, low scoring for this Sunday afternoon game. To the next one, we got Cincinnati Reds versus the Brewers. Yeah, the Reds coming in. They took that win yesterday against the Brewers. I think it was 11-7. But today they're plus 1.5 on the run line. The Reds are pitching for the Reds is Spears, ERA 1.50, WHIP 0.83. Going against the Brewers, Chad Patrick, ERA 3.18, WHIP 1.59. This right here, I didn't look for a winner. Couldn't really decide on one, so I went with Ellie De La Cruz for one hit, and that's all I really have for that one. Uh, Pitching is going to be probably decent based on the analytics, but a winner, I would probably. I like the Reds to probably win another one because I don't think the Brewers can really snatch two out of there. So if you do want to pick a winner, I'll say the Reds, but a safe bet for me would be Ellie De La Cruz for just to get a hit today. Next game, we got the Padres who had dropped two in a row, and the Cubs are convincingly beating them down. Like these games aren't even close. Cubs are definitely making a statement. Uh, Coming in with that plus 1.5 for the Padres, over under for total runs 7.5. Pitching today for the Padres, Kyle Hart, ERA 3.60, WHIP 1.20. Going against Ben Brown for the Cubs, ERA 5.87, WHIP 1.96. This one right here, I just went straight with the over. I think if the Padres do want to win, they're going to have to score because the Cubs can lay the runs down. So if you're looking for a winner, or if I think if they might win the Padres, it's definitely going to go over 7.5, however it goes. So I took the over for sure. I'm definitely leaning heavy on that bet right there. I like that, how that would go. But yeah, the Padres came in undefeated. They got thrashed 2 games in a row by the Cubs. Now they're sitting at 7-2, and yeah, the Cubs look real convinced after that Dodger series, and we just like, oh, they could do this. Yeah, they become with a vengeance, and Cubs looking really strong. So we'll see how that holds up for today's game, and making a statement game, beating the Padres would be a sweep if they a serious sweep if they pull off today. So that'll be a good win for the Cubs, definitely for sure. But going with the over, I feel really confident on that one. To the next game, we got the Rays versus the Rangers. Definitely just going from the jump, let you know. Plus 1.5 with the Rangers for sure. They probably can win this game. Pitching for both teams, you have Drew Rasmussen from sorry about that, from the Rays, ERA flatline 0, WHIP 0.40. Kumar Rocker for the Rangers, ERA 18.00, WHIP 3.00. But like I said, I want the Rangers plus 1.5. They probably can pull this off. I don't see how they wouldn't win, but just to be on the safe side on a Sunday, games like this can get tricky. And this guy WHIP is 3.00, so that's not good at all. So just in case things get scary, I think he can keep it close and at least hold that plus 1.5 run line. To the next one, we have the A's versus the Rockies. Like I said, in football terms, we got the Browns versus the Carolina Panthers today. With this one, now I heard a little research about this guy pitching today, Chase Dollander. They're really hyping him up. They said this might be a generational pitcher right here. So by doing that, and he has no reading at all, so we have no data on this guy. They're leading towards the Rockies to win 54%. Plus 1.5 is them on a run line. Over on the total runs is 10.5. So the Chase Dollander, we have no data. Joey Estes from the A's, ERA 13.50, WHIP 3.25. Yeah, with these two teams, you never know what you're going to get. Bottom of the barrel. So I went today. This is his debut, and there's high praise for this pitcher right here. So Chase Dollander, I took him over 3.5 Ks. And I just want to take a chance to see if the hype is real about him. So if it is real, he should get this with ease. I caught it at minus 120, so there must be some confidence out there about his pitching. So we'll see what happens. But for sure, Chase Dollander over 3.5 Ks for the Rockies and A's game. Next game we have the Mariners versus the Giants. The Mariners looking to try to pull out a win because this might be a serious sweep right here. We got 53% chance for the Giants to win. Pitchers today for both teams: Brian Wu, 1.50 for the ERA. WHIP is 0.83. Going against Jordan Hicks for the Giants, ERA a flatline 0. WHIP 0.50. So you know what that means, y'all. That's low. The pitcher got real low numbers. These are really good numbers. So when you normally see that, what's the first thing you think of? Over under total run 7.5. You would think the under, right? Maybe. But me, the way I read it, I'm gonna take the Giants plus 1.5 on a run line. They probably can pull out the win, but just to be safe, because like I said, the scoring can be low and how things could turn out. Mariners going to do everything they can not to get a serious sweep out of these guys. So they're going to have some pushback to it. But I took the Giants plus 1.5. Like I said, you got two good pitchers. Going to be some real good pitching today. So the winner was hard to do, but if you guys want to take over and under for 7.5 runs, take the under because the numbers show right here there's not going to be a lot of scoring. Shouldn't be a lot of scoring. To the next game, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Los Angeles Angels. Los Angeles Angels plus 1.5 on a run line. They're leaning towards them. 56% chance for the Angels to win going against the Guardians. Pitchers today for both teams: Luis Ortiz for the Guardians, ERA 13.50, WHIP 2.79 going against Tyler Anderson from the Angels, ERA 5.40, WHIP 1.60. This right here, when it comes to these two teams, I'm be honest with you. Since I seen the numbers, I thought over on the runs automatically. It was no hesitation. Probably after a minute of my research that I got done, I said, yeah, I'm taking the over. The over is 9. I'm going with the 9. I'm confident in that one. That's on my actual on my betting slip today. So I like that one. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of hitting, a lot of scoring. Now somebody gonna look for the win. They're leaning towards the Angels because the Angels have a better team. I don't know. So over 9 is my pick for sure. If you see it differently, be my guest to take that. But you're going to definitely see some runs today. So I'm going to take that over 9 for that. And last but not least, the Sunday night game. You have the Cardinals versus the Red Sox. And coming in for this one, we have no pitcher data or no pitcher for the Red Sox. So couldn't do no research on him. But my Mikolas, sorry, Miles Mikolas, ERA 2.79 slash WHIP 1.00. For that one, I'm plain simple. I mean, the Red Sox definitely upsetted me yesterday, but actually, I don't looking over. I mean, Sunday night baseball, Red Sox traditionally, it's hard to bet against them. So my thing is, I'm gonna take the plus 1.5 on the runs just because this is their time to shine. It's traditional for these guys. So I'm going off nostalgia, and I'm gonna rock with that. What do you think about the Vucevic parlay? Yeah, hold on to my NBA, but I have the NBA here soon. But yeah, go with him on rebounds. Take him on rebounds. PRA, yeah, he might get you a double, but nah, rebounds with him for sure. But hey, PRA would be kind of decent. But we'll get to the NBA here in a little bit. Yeah, Vucevic. Yeah. PRA, yeah, take that one though. If you don't, I mean, I can rock with that one. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But yeah, my bad, everybody. So the Cardinals, Red Sox. I like the Red Sox plus 1.5. I'm going with nostalgia, tradition. This is what they live for. Them, the Yankees, Dodgers, them type of teams. Sunday nights are time to shine. They love, they love it. And it's at Boston. So yeah, I got them plus 1.5 for that one. Definitely gonna be pretty good games today. This is Sunday. Sunday baseball is definitely a good thing. These are all early games too. That's why I'm coming to you now with it. Most of your games are going to be at pitching starting probably about I say 115, 120. Yeah, we're going to see how it goes. This completing the first full week of baseball, so it's been interesting. The first 8-9 days of the MLB season that's underway. So definitely like how it's going so far, and yeah, can't wait to see how the games go. So if you missed my picks, everybody on TikTok, make sure you join, or make sure you join on 223 ENT. My opinions are facts. You can get a recap on the games you did miss, so you can put your picks in before the first pitch and stuff. When you do go on 223 ENT, make sure you click like and subscribe to the page. and I'm staying in tune. But yeah, so we'll have the basketball here shortly here in a few hours. So we'll be able to get your basketball bets. But everybody from my baseball fans, I appreciate all you guys joining me every day and telling me on some picks. We definitely do decent, but we're gonna do great here soon. So we're definitely hitting some picks. Definitely gonna hit some more picks today. But I'm gonna let you guys get to it. Like I said, if you want the recap, 223 ENT. My opinions are facts. Click, like, subscribe, and please share. Please share. Appreciate the love, everybody. I'm signing off. Let's get to this money. Let's have a good Sunday afternoon. And let's hope we cash out today on some money. Be on the plus, y'all. Appreciate the love, y'all. Peace.